Good evening, everybody. We are getting ready to race at Darlington. Joining in a little bit late, unfortunately. But it's the first race of the chase. Up front, gonna be yummy qualifying. Sorry about that. Yummy, first time on the board. 27.417. We'll have to see how that compares to everyone else. Yummy able to get into the chase after winning at Daytona. Speaking of the chase, who's all in the chase? Well, it turns out we have 7 people in the chase instead of 6 because Mason wanted to give up his spot. Saturn a 27.458, just a hair slower than Yummy's time. And Dark will be up next, but Dark and Mason will technically be in the chase because Mason wanted to give up the spot. He's not really going for a championship. He's just going for wins. And Dark was going for just a chase spot. So Mason giving that one up. Very nice of him. But he's still technically in the chase according to Junior. So who else is in? Yummy, able to make it in with Daytona, as I just said. Saturn was locked in a couple races ago. Coma, set himself really good early in the season. Able to kind of miss a couple of races, but still stay locked in third. And then Pink and Krieger, of course, the two leading the points. Getting into the chase at the top spots. Dark, a 27.575. Whoa. There goes his car. And it'll be Nova up next. Ham live. Good. Oh no. The altcast just blue screened. That's not good. Well, that's interesting. Nova, third place, 27.492. Time's very close to each other so far. As it'll be Juan up next. So we will not have the altcast as the computer is, interesting, huh? Not used to seeing computers blue screen like that. All right, but while that restarts, and we'll try to get that back up as soon as possible. It's one up and into the wall. Oh no! Let's see if that time counts. It's gonna be the slowest one of the day. Oh dear. A 27.617 final time for Juan. Bottom of the board, unfortunately, as it is the 77 up next. Metro Man? Who is this? Well, I guess we'll have a new driver in RACC. Looks like blanking on the name. No way. Okay. We got some interesting drivers in the queue, and an exact tie. Whoa. Both drivers tying on the 27.6. So that's going to be interesting if it becomes the deciding time. Casual up next. Running the 29 RACC. Very nice car. Good to see Casual making a couple Couple of starts. That first time was a little bit long, a 5-minute time. Casual's final time, a 27.6 flat. Not a terrible time at all. Alpha is up next. So it looks like we'll be hitting our field cap. A couple of drivers will not be able to race. Of course, only 10 drivers able to make a race. And Alpha third place at 27.483. Coma up next. And apologize for being a little quiet. Just trying to get the alt cast back up as it is having some technical difficulties. Coma's final time, third, 27.467. Good for third place. It's Pink up next, running a throwback. The Office Depot. So Pink starts his lap, and up next, I kid you not, and what will look like to be our final driver is Dew. So Dew will be in the field today. I believe this will be Dew's first start this season. And Pink, mid-pack, 6th place, 27.571. Last driver to go. Oh no, Krieger's in here, so we will actually have a couple of drivers missing out. Because remember, there is a tie for 9th, which could have decided who makes it in and who won't. Again, that's Juan and the 77. Up next is Dew. Will Dew go? Oh, there Dew goes. There we go. All right, the altcast should be back up. So as it stands right now, 2 drivers will not make it into the race. Now, I have a feeling it's going to be the tie that we see on the screen. It's going to be interesting how we decide who makes it in. I'm going to guess Juan's going to get the spot. Just due to, Juan has starts and has a pretty good record as Dew. A little slow in the corner. Gets it back going out of turn 2. Into turn 3, goes a little bit wide, up towards the wall. Keeps it off the wall, though. Back on the gas. And it's a 28.4 for Dew, so unfortunately Dew will not make it into the race. And it's Krieger who's up next. Championship leader. Would like to keep it that way. This will be Krieger's 5th chase appearance. Tied for second most, as it's Coma who has the most chase appearances with 6. Ooh, a little slow in 3 and 4. Krieger, middle of the pack, a 27.533, better than Pink, but still going to be hanging around mid-pack. So Yummy will take pole, then Saturn, Coma, Alpha, Nova, then Krieger, Pink, Dark, Casual, and I believe it's going to be one who gets that 10th place spot, and 2 drivers will be knocked out and unable to race in the first race of the chase. So Yummy getting another pole. Oh, excuse me. This is his first pole of the season. It's a good way to start out the chase, as I'm not sure who we're following, but here's everybody. And, whoa. We'll try to ignore that piece of asphalt back there. And we'll wait for everyone to line up at the start-finish line. We'll see everyone kind of start migrating that way. Again, here's the point standings as they stand. Krieger in first with 1,031 points, all coming from the chase. Pink sitting in second with 1,027 points. Saturn, 1,016 points. Coma, 1,013 points. Yummy, 1,010. Dark, 1,003. Mason, 1,002. And that's your chase standings lineup for tonight's race. So Mason's still in to the chase, not going to be able to make it tonight, but we'll see how these drivers that are in the chase kind of kick it off. And only 4 races in the chase. We start out at Darlington, go to Road America. That one will definitely be interesting. Then Atlanta and Homestead to round out the season. So only 4 races in the chase. Still watching the migration to the start-finish line is, whoa. Sorry about that, technical difficulties. But drivers are still migrating. We can see a bunch of them still on the pit wall. There's Coma and Pink talking to each other, possibly discussing strategies. They are former teammates. Oh, of course. So Krieger, as you can see, also on his way to lining up. Oh, that is unfortunate. So, I have to switch spectate menus every restart. That's fun. But we'll give everyone a few minutes to line up. Stage split for the Southern 500 tonight, 35, 35, 40. Again, no stage cautions in RACC. Only 2 drivers to line up so far. Yummy driving his normal Home Depot 14 machine. Saturn, they'll run a little bit of a throwback. Tide Car, Food City 500. Always love these cars. Dark is running an STP throwback for tonight. Pink running the the Office Depot car. We'll get to see Dark's car here in just a moment. There it is. Very nice car from Dark. Junior telling everyone to kind of hurry up. It's going to be a night race. There goes the lights. There goes the sun, I should say. Oh, there's the lights. Wow, they are a little bright. At least the visibility is good, you know. No visibility issues other than the light. So the official starting order: Yummy, Saturn, Coma, Nova, Krieger, Pink, Dark, Casual, NPC. Oh, it's NPC that was tied with Juan, so they both make it in. Alpha, unfortunately not able to make it, so will not get fourth. And it's just going to be Do who will not qualify. Let's see, what kind of scheme is everyone running? So Saturn's. Is Juan running something special? It doesn't appear to be. Do is lined up. I don't think Do knows that he didn't qualify. Casual with the Reese's car. No visibility. I beat him to it though. I said it first. But everyone now all lined up on the front straightaway, about to get this thing started. Junior turns down the lights a little bit as we get ready for the first race in the chase. Still waiting on Pink, who is out in turn 1. You can see him here on this camera. Oh, there he is. He's on his way. He's right there. Oh, Pink is streaming. Let's go. Alright, so we got plenty of angles. The alt cast has come back, so we have that. Coma and Pink, very thankfully, streaming their point of view, so we'll have a pretty good eye over everyone in the racetrack. So now with Pink in line, we're all ready to go. 110 laps here at Darlington. Pink, who has won this race in the past last season, starting around the rear of the pack. Be interesting one to watch. Junior making sure everyone is ready. Everyone giving their little wiggles to indicate. Here's the countdown. And we are underway in RACC. Good start from Yummy. Good start from Saturn and Coma, but a bad one from Nova, holding up the rest of the pack as he goes onto the apron. Pink making it 3 wide. And he is up to 4th place in 2 corners. Wow. Saturn still right on Yummy's tail, as now Pink looking to have to battle with Casual. Yummy leads lap 1. Coma looking on the inside for 2nd place. He's gonna try it again here in 3 and 4. Get close, but Saturn with the runoff of turn 4 will keep 2nd place. Continue to try to charge for the lead. Coleman's gonna poke his nose down low once again. Side by side, Casual off. Coma able to get by. Now battling for the lead. Casual has just despawned his car and respawned it. I wonder if there was an issue with the 29. They'll be merging back in. Coma made the inside work for second place. Can he make it here for the lead? Casual merging in. Oh, the wrong horsepower. Thank you, Junior. They're side by side across the line. They're going to stay side by side through 1 and 2. Coming up and into the wall. And he'll drop back, actually, the third. Whoa, contact. Here comes Pink. He's now looking on the inside. Only took him 5 laps to go from the rear of the pack to the front. He's not done yet. Krieger looking down low. Three wide in the rear of the pack. Yummy now battling with Pink side by side for third. Krieger getting a little bit of a push to the 14. Coma and Saturn starting to break away. Yummy get caught on that apron. Here comes Krieger making it 3 wide, pushing through. Can he make it work? Pink's got to back out. Nova down low. Everyone's blocking. So Yummy able to secure third. Now it's the battle for fourth. Juan holding back Pink and Krieger. Dark and Nova also looking back there as well. And up front, it's Saturn looking for the lead from Coma. These two literally in a dead heat at the end of AIRL Season 4. So both of them extremely fast. Ones to look out for tonight. Yummy got Juan behind. Will Juan help out Yummy, or is he going to try to hurt him? It looks like he's helping him out. Saturn looking to the high side. Now they're going to go 3 wide in turn 4. Saturn able to get the run off the high side, but wow. Couldn't tell actually if he was. Here comes the dive from Saturn. Saturn to the lead. Now they're 3 wide behind. Still 3 wide down the back straightaway. One on the apron trying to make it work. Pushes up the 14. Saturn not able to pull away. This group's been able to. Oh, Yummy and Juan into the wall. Juan back to fourth. Yummy diving for the lead. Saturn into the wall. Can he get the switchback? He does. Keeps the lead. Yummy's gonna look low again. Trying to look for now the high line run. Right on its back bumper out of turn 4. Or, excuse me, out of turn 2. Now Yummy maybe with a little bit of help. Who's Coma gonna push? Looks like he's gonna stay on the high side. Oh no, drops down low. And Yummy up to top the block. Three wide again for second place. It's gonna be Coma now who holds. Tap from Juan to Saturn. Saturn's still trying that outside lane. It's a good run. be something to look forward to towards the end of this race. When we see the battle to the finish is who's going to make the what lane work. Saturn so far has looked strongest on the outside lane, but Yummy kind of holding that inside. So it's a 2-lane track. You don't usually see it too much, but it'll be interesting to watch. Saturn now looking for the inside, looking for the lead. We'll back out, let Yummy by. Nova now breaking apart from that second pack. Try to catch to these leaders. Juan poking his nose down low. Saturn up and into the wall. And Saturn will drop back to 4th. Yummy up high, Juan down low. Side by side, Yummy still has the lead. Saturn looking low once again. Gonna hold Coma up high. Juan with the dive. Can he hold on to the lead though? Yummy with the push. And he will. New leader, it's Juan. Yummy dropping back to 3rd. He's gonna be looking low to take 2nd away. Saturn still able to work that high side, get that run. But Yummy's still able to hold the quarter panel. Diving into turn 3, holding Saturn at bay. Giving Coma now a chance to look at the inside. Big push to the 14. Didn't go nowhere though. Ooh, Saturn getting close to hitting the wall there out of turn 2. Looks again to the inside for 2nd place. Ooh, a little touch. Not able to take. And some great racing up front these first 20 laps. I'm surprised. Great racing here at Darlington. Saturn tapping the wall again out of turn 2. It's been his struggle point tonight. Yummy looking to take that lead back. He's got the quarter panel. They're going to be side by side down the front straightaway. Swapping positions from just a couple laps ago. Can Yummy hold him back? Will Juan get the switch back? No. Didn't take advantage of it. But he's still right on the back bumper into turn 3. Puts the nose in, moves him up. Juan gets caught on the apron though. Not able to make it work. And now Saturn and Coma have a chance to catch up. Now that we're in the chase, every point matters. We saw this, last season came down to a couple of points between Pink and Krieger. So every point matters, especially these stage points as we come up to the end of stage 1, at lap 35. Juan will have the lead back away from Yummy. Saturn taking advantage on the inside. It's going to be interesting to see who lines up where. And of course you have that 5th place spot being battled for in that rear pack. Right now Nova holding the spot over Krieger. And he was way down low. Saturn way in the apron. Big push from Saturn to Juan. Looks like it worked out pretty well. 10 laps to go in stage 1. Coma finally looking for third. He's been kind of hanging back in 4th place for the last while. Isn't able to make it work there. One tried to put his nose in. He's gonna try to do it again. Everyone giving each other little taps. Oh, Yummy shoving him down onto the apron. Feedback getting shown to each other. Juan takes the lead, but Yummy's temper is starting to kind of wear out. And all this is actually giving a chance for Nova to catch up. He's got only a 1.5 distance from Yummy and Juan. And then Krieger's almost 3 seconds back. Yummy down low. Can Juan get the switchback? He's staying up high. Trying to make the high lane work. Jeez, words are hard. Whoa! Yummy with the late block down the front straightaway. Juan still with his nose down low. More contact in the 3. Yummy back with Saturn. 6 laps to go in stage 1. They're fighting like it's the last. Nova made up 1/10 with all this battling. Five to go in stage 1. Saturn up high, Yummy down low as Juan tries to break away. So those drivers that we talked about being in the chase, well, some of them, it's looking pretty good, but others it's not. Pink, second in points, is right now 8th on the racetrack, and he's about half a second away from Dark. And Dark again is right now 6th in points, sitting 7th on the racetrack, and then Krieger, our points leader, in 6th, 4 seconds back. Not looking good for a couple of our top runners right now in the chase. Oh, Nova down, or not Nova, Juan. Oh, what did he hit? He hit something. I'm not sure if that's a leg spike or what, but Juan is out of the top 5. I wonder if there was like a leg spike or something there. And oh, now Yummy down. I wonder if they have to pit. I think that's it. They're coming down the pit road. They're not going to make it to the end of the stage. Wow, it's going to be a fuel consumption race. Saturn Coma still on the racetrack. Juan had a horrific pit entry. Casual also went down pit road. How is this going to affect the stage? Man, we had such a confusing stage 2 just a couple races ago. Now it's going to get a little complex here. This should be the last lap of the stage. And Coma, oh, bouncing off of Saturn, wins stage 1. Who's going to get 3rd, 4th, and 5th? Krieger. Krieger 3rd, Pink 4th. Who's going to get 5th? It appears it's going to be Nova, but Nova's down pit road. Saturn down pit lane. Who's going to get 5th? Is it going to be Yummy? Is it going to be Nova? I think it's gonna be Yummy. I mean, Nova respawned their car. They didn't get the pit stop. So, okay, more controversy. NPC unfortunately had to leave due to their laptop overheating. Yummy asking who got 5th. And, you know, I have to wonder who got 5th as well. Nova's still on pit road. And now, just now leaving. Yeah, you can see it there. So right now, as it stands, it's Krieger as your leader, Pink in 2nd, Coma in 3rd. I believe Pink and Krieger have not pit yet. There's Coma coming out of pit road. He's going to go a lap down. So yeah, it'll be just these two sticking out on the fuel run. And these two are, of course, the masters of fuel strategy, or at least making fuel last a long time. Originally was Pink, but Krieger's starting to show his skills with the fuel meter. So a huge wrench pulled into stage 1 results. Still unknown who got 5th. I believe it should be Yummy, but with how the laps lined it up, we'll just have to wait and see. Junior getting the results out now. But the next question is, when does Pink and Krieger come down pit road? The leaders were fighting tooth and nail for a ton of... Yeah, it will be Yummy who gets 5th. Okay. But the leaders, man, they were fighting the whole 35 laps. But, you know, Krieger and Pink, I think Pink kind of just laid off, let everything kind of happen, stayed towards the back, and it paid off. A 4th place finish in stage 1 when he was originally sitting in 8th, 9th place. So 2 cars off strategy, still out on the racetrack, by the way. Over 5 laps later than when we saw Mosefield kind of come down pit road. Can't imagine their fuel tanks have much in them, but we'll just have to wait and see. So as you can see, tire wear now becoming a little bit of an issue as Saturn able to kind of drive on by, and now Como will be able to go on as well as, looks like Casual maybe merging? Oh, here comes Krieger. Krieger down pit road, finally. On lap 44, able to make it about almost 10 laps. On Saturn and Coma, almost 10. That is crazy. We'll have to see how that works out for stage 2. As I think Coma and Saturn are good to the end of stage 2. Pink down pit road. So that leaves Saturn as your leader once those two loop around. Man, I didn't think we were going to see a fuel race such as this. I really wish it wouldn't be this confusing. I'm not much of a strategy person myself. So it's Saturn with about 1.5 second lead over Coma, and then Yummy's really far back. Krieger ending up 5th place. as Juan had so many issues down pit lane, had to merge in, losing a couple of spots. So Dark will be 4th, Krieger 5th, Pink 6th. That's how those results are going to go out after an interesting pit strategy through stage 1. So the next stage ending on lap 70. So still got a little ways to go. So stage 2 ends. So let's go ahead and see the battle between, let's see, this is going to be between Pink and Krieger. Whoa, they're way down low. What happened to them? Looks like maybe Krieger had a lag spike. Take a look back at the replay. Oh, he bounced off the wall, hit a wall pop. That's what happened. So we saw some guys come in right before the end of the stage for stage 1. That's around lap 30. So Yummy came in at lap 33. Juan tried coming in at lap 32. Casual was already in by lap 33. As here comes Juan. Speaking of Juan, he's trying to make up some spots after having that horrible pit road entry, hitting literally nothing. Just finding a block of nothing on the pit entry. And then Coma and Saturn came down pretty quickly after the stage result. Lap 36, 37. Oh, Krieger into the wall. Swan trying to get on by. Probably one of the faster cars out there. You also got to imagine, I think Krieger and Pink are still fuel conserving, not really for the stage 2 result, but for the end of the race result. I think they're going to be a little bit too off strategy to get points for stage 2. It just depends when, Saturn, Coma, Yummy have to come down. But I think Saturn and Coma are at least good to the end. So, I mean, it could result. I also think Dark's probably good to the end of stage 2. So it's just going to be interesting to see how these strategies play out. Actually, it looks like now Dark able to get by Yummy. So I wonder if Yummy now is on some severe fuel saving. As he is slow on the racetrack, very slow on the racetrack. So Dark up to 3rd. I mean, most of the field's 10 seconds back from Saturn. Come on, it seems like they worked this one out the best. And Coma's still 4 seconds back from Saturn, so it seems like Saturn's got this one figured out. It's got a huge gap on the rest of this field, and Yummy is just kind of coasting around the racetrack, it seems like. More drama going on back here. Is Nova getting into the mix? Is Pink and Krieger going to drop another position back? It's going to be only Casual behind. I don't even know if Casual's still... No, Casual's still back there. So Nova now going on by. These two probably running about as hard as Yummy is. Trying to keep the spot, but giving it up easily enough. Oh, Yummy into the wall. And, dude, do you see how Dark is just, like, so far away? Look at where Dark is. Oh, no, that's Dark there. I think I saw Coma. Oops. Thought Dark pulled away. No, that's Coma. Not sure I mistaken those two cars. They look nothing alike. But oh, Yummy. Bad turn 3. You see this group of 3. Juan now up to the back bumper of Dark. Yummy with that draft has been able to take advantage as they go 3 wide. Yummy pushing Juan up. Whoa. Dark with the switchback. Juan giving a push. Dark getting shoved into the apron. And, oh, Yummy into the wall. Whoa, Juan getting caught up with him. What is going on up here in 3rd place? This is going to get... Nova's going to catch up. Like, we're going to see Nova become part of this battle. Looks like Juan is able to break away, and he's going to be on the chase to Coma. It's going to be a 5-second chase. As Saturn has just kind of left everyone in the dust. So if you're tuning in late, we have 10 to go in the stage, coming up on 9. We're going to see if these guys can make it to the end of the stage and see if Krieger and Pink's strategy is going to work out. They're the most off strategy. They can make it about 10 laps further than anyone else. Drivers that came down the earliest is going to be Yummy, Casual, and Juan. Dark thrown in there as well. Saturn and Coma, a bit off strategy. They can make it a couple laps. They can at least make it to the end of the stage if they filled their tank completely. Oh, Yummy wall pop! He's going to lose a ton of time, and he's going to drop back to 5th place, possibly the 6th, as Nova now filling in the inside, and yep, he's there. So one wall pop loses a ton of time and a couple of positions. See how Juan's been able to kind of pull away from this group. He's got 1 second on him. But he's not really catching Tacoma or Saturn. It's just these guys have fallen back a little bit. And Tacoma back to 7 seconds. Must have had an issue. It's going to be only 3 seconds back. Or Juan's going to be 3 seconds back. It's Yummy into the wall. That looked like a leg spike. And this race is starting to look a little bit iffy for the 14. Nova and Dark. It's going to be for 4th place. Junior helping me out with the insider information. I'm just not looking over at chat. But yeah, if Coma's saving and Saturn isn't, it's going to be really interesting to see what they could do. And you got to remember, the 3rd stage is 5 laps longer. So, oh, you know what? Oh, here comes Dark. Dark down, coming down. Man, with 4 to go in the stage, Casual already came down as well. As you can see, Yummy is right now with Krieger and Pink. And these guys are off strat from Yummy. So I don't think this is going to work out for the 14 now. And usually Yummy's the crew chief, so maybe I'll eat my words at the end of this race, but it looks like he's trying to save as much as he can from this race that kind of fell apart with the fuel strategy. So Saturn still way out front. You can see Casual merging there. on the back straightaway. Now oh! He's coming in. He's in. Saturn in the pit road, coming to 2 to go in the stage. Coma will take the lead. Can he make it to the end of the stage? Maybe that saving is going to pay off. Saturn 3 seconds back. Nova 4. And then that group off strat 8 seconds back. Yummy came down pit road. And so Coma will win stage 1. Second place. It's going to go to Krieger and then Pink. Actually, they might have been side by side. I wonder who actually got it. Yeah, they are. I have to take a look back at Pink's point of view. Of course, it's the hardest one to see. So let's see from Pink's view. Pink with second place. So Pink second, Krieger third at the end of the stage. Fourth place. I wonder if that's going to be a little bit up in the air since it pit stops. So I'm still waiting to see who possibly could have gotten fourth and fifth, since it was a similar mess up of strategies. I think it'll be Saturn and then Nova, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to wait until Junior puts out the... Yeah, and I was correct. There you go. Coma winning stage 2, then Krieger, Pink. Ooh, Krieger then Pink. Maybe I messed up the laps like I did last time with Mason. So, as it stands, stage 2, Coma, Krieger, Pink, Saturn, and then Nova. Yummy not happy with how this race has come out. You can see it in the chat. This isn't racing, he says. No, I don't think there's a single battle on the racetrack. 3 cars have still yet to come down pit road for their last stop. And of course, you got to think drivers like Yummy, Dark, Juan, Casual, Saturn even, and Nova, they all have to take another pit stop. They can't, and of course, and if they come down now, they're going to lose even more time. And so they have to make their last stand. Coma, Krieger, and Pink are going to be able to make their last stop now, have a ton of time. Meanwhile, everyone else is not going to be on borrowed time. So Coma in now. How much longer can Pink and Krieger stay out? They could probably make another 15 laps. They might be pitting with the rest of the group, but have taken one less pit stop. That's going to be insane if they can do that. So, they definitely can't make it to the end. I know that for sure. Yeah, Yummy complaining about how the race is just going to be fuel saving. And that's kind of the thing. It's just fuel saving that's going to decide this race. Coma is going to be fourth. Wow, Coma's in fourth place. And everyone is still a lap down. That is insane. Because remember, Coma's good to the end. Saturn has to make a pit stop. And I think this win's going to go to Coma as long as he can just keep it on the racetrack. And, man. Yeah, because, you know, Krieger and Pink still have to take their pit stop. Sure, Coma's currently sitting 23 seconds behind, but I think a pit stop's a little bit longer than 23 seconds. Honestly, I'd probably just come down right now. It wouldn't make any difference. I don't know. Maybe you want to wait a little bit because it's 31 laps to go. Might be running on empty if you come down now. So 30 laps to go at Darlington. It's been a fuel-conserving race. Kind of the opposite of racing. Who can go the slowest on the racetrack is currently the goal. So definitely an interesting race to start off the chase with such fuel-conserving, strategies. And, the drivers were talking about this, last week about, hey, should we get rid of the fuel saving that these cars have where you just basically run the racetrack off throttle. Here comes Nova to unlap himself. It's actually going to be giving Pink a little bit of a free push. And look at this. Oh, we're going to go 3 wide. Nova sending it in. Whoa. Nova wants to waste no time. There's still 3 wide. And now Nova able to pull up in front of Pink. But as I was saying, the drivers were talking about if they wanted to keep it or not. And Junior and a couple others were like, yeah, it's honestly not a huge deal. We don't see it too much. And we really haven't seen it be this much of a factor. But tonight, it is the only factor on the racetrack. It's just how much can you save. And, I think that's going to give, personally, I think that's going to give Coma the win. But, I mean, we'll see what Krieger and Pink can do. We'll see if Saturn can maybe hold it out to the finish. It's going to be kind of a stretch. And then, of course, Dark, Juan, Casual, Yummy, they all have to make one more pit stop because they're on the same strategy as Saturn. Saturn was just able to kind of make it last a little bit longer than those guys. So it is an interesting race as we get to the finish. And, of course, I mean, Coma came down a little early, actually. I'm going to go look back and see when Coma came down pit road. He came down with 35 laps to go, so he will be able to make it to the end of the race. I think somehow Coma's pulled off a strategy win. We'll have to see. Still 25 laps to go. Probably cursing me out for even mentioning that. See, Krieger's kind of pulled off a little bit, but Pink hanging out with Nova. Oh, actually giving a push to Nova there into turn 3. And now you have to wonder, can Pink and Krieger make it to the end? Can they make it? I mean, I think it's impossible. But if my theory holds true on what their strategy actually is, they'll have to be coming down here in the next 5 laps. We'll have to see. Krieger's really slowing up. Dark's going to be able to drive on by here in a moment. So 2 cars will unlap themselves. They'll leave just Juan, Casual, and Yummy on a lap down. And Dark looks like he's kind of hanging out behind Krieger. No real initiative. I mean, you got to remember, he's got to come down pit road. That's such an inopportune time. Because I think there's already a car in pit road. I think that's Yummy. Yeah, Yummy and Saturn. Oh, Saturn. Yep, there you go. Yummy and Saturn. Down pit road with 22 laps to go. And I think that might be the race for those guys. Saturn might be able to possibly get a 5th place, 4th place finish from this, but it all depends on where everybody lands up. Pink coming down pit road this time by just before 20 to go. And he's got a lap on all of the field except Nova. And Nova still part of that group that needs to come down. So it leaves Krieger out on the racetrack. And of course, Coma still on the racetrack from his pit stop. So where's he going to end up at? I wonder if Pink was trying to push these laps. Oh, and then he's going to come down now with the dark. So your leader coming down pit road. It's going to leave... Coma to come around. Right now on the back straightaway. There's 23 seconds back. And Krieger's leaving pit road now. He only has to take 20 laps of fuel. Is that the payoff? Is only taking 20 laps of fuel. Oh, well, Coma did pass him. And we'll just see where Pink is. There's Pink into turn 1. We'll have at least a battle for second, hopefully. Oh, but because Krieger waited so long to come in, Pink's got such an advantage. And Pink's going to have second place pretty much secured. So Nova still in second place, or technically he's going to be in third, but still having to come down pit road. It's kind of crazy how that all worked out. So at least some of the guys up front won't have to conserve to the finish. Unless I'm mistaken and Juan has pulled a fast one on me. I don't think he can make this one work. He's battling for second place pretty harshly here with Pink. Although, why is it putting Pink 8 seconds? Oh, that's Carfan and not Juan. Juan's fighting the... Goodness me. Let me confuse the 2 red cars on the racetrack, or the 2 of 1,000 red cars on the racetrack. Yeah, here's Nova. It's 2 seconds back on Coma, but he still has to make his pit stop. Juan, on the other hand, I think Juan is good to the end. I'm not entirely sure. Ever since Juan kind of messed up that pit entry, it's been kind of hard to keep track of where he is, because he's on, theoretically, the same strategy as, you know, most of the field. But he's battling pretty hard here, and he's got third place. So 14 to go. And it's kind of just not even a race to the finish. Junior saying Nova could make it. And I would be impressed if Nova could make it, because he was racing a little hard compared to a couple of the other cars. Like Pink, I mean, he was not racing Pink real hard, but, you know, he was trying to catch up to the front. And he's rapidly catching on Coma right now. Yeah, he's obviously not saving. Coma's very heavily saving right now, but... Juan did come down pit road, so I was correct about him being just a little bit later on the pit strategy. He's going to be ending up around 7th place. 11 to go. Coma not even going to want to battle. And so Nova will take the lead easily, but... Oh, hits the wall pop. Doesn't take it too cleanly. And we'll just have to see how long Nova can make it for. Can Nova make it the last 10 laps? Steal this win away. And you can see how far Nova is already kind of pulling on Coma. Coma getting a little bit of help with the fuel strategy with that draft. I mean, it still was going to be pretty close for him to go 35 laps. Nine laps to go. You can hear the whoever's in front kind of also fuel conserving. I think that's casual. You can hear a little bit of that fuel conserving just on and off the gas. 8 laps to go. Coma still hanging out with Nova. I wonder if Nova now is starting to lay off. And as it stands for the chase, this is going to be pretty bad for Yummy, as he has missed out on Stage 2 completely and got 5th place in Stage 1 and looks to be finishing this race in 9th. Dark, a 7th place finish and no stage points at all. Saturn, looking at a 5th place finish. Got 2nd in Stage 1 and 4th in Stage 2. So not a horrible day in terms of stages, but kind of just looking for the top 5. Nova down pit road this time. Couldn't make it to the finish. And that leaves Coma. Coma, Pink, and Krieger able to play the fuel strategy game. Krieger kind of not able to make the most of it. But Coma playing the cards probably in the best way. Now for Coma, this is great for him. He's got the stages already swept. For Pink, this is great. Finish it 4th in Stage 1, 3rd in Stage 2. Technically, I think he should have finished 2nd, but again, I'm not entirely sure. Because, you know, with how everything landed up with pit strategies, you're looking at 2 laps from the finish or 2 laps from 1 to go. It's weird with all of that. So we'll have to see if that gets changed after the race. But as it stands right now, Pink 3rd in Stage 2. And looking for a 2nd place finish. And there's Nova, this time not in the lead, but staying on the lead lap against Coma, the leader. Pink 6 seconds back. Krieger 2 seconds away from Pink. And then Saturn way off from Krieger. Three laps to go at Darlington. Had a good start. And fuel plagued the rest of this race. We'll see if this causes a change with the fuel system with 3 races to go. I doubt it a little bit. But RACC being more of a driver's league. 2 to go. Pink all alone still. Krieger all alone. Everyone's all alone. Oh, a little bit early on the 1 to go, but 1 lap to go. This race is finalized. Coma able to play his cards right. Able to save when he needed, push when he needed. Had himself in the top 4. Just kind of stayed behind to look and sweep at Darlington. Coma wins the first race of the chase. Pink crosses the line, and Krieger in 3rd. You can see just how far back Saturn was. He didn't even cross the line yet. Now he does for 4th. And of course, Nova having to do basically a whole other lap for top 5. And so Coma will sweep, and that's huge for him. Didn't quite get the pole, but that's a strong way to start the chase. Pink in 2nd place. Of course, Pink really good here at Darlington, but not quite good enough with the strategy. Waiting for Coma to finish up his burnouts. He's definitely burning it down here at Darlington. You get it, son. Pull it in. Got the red light on his car. As here he is in victory lane. Whoa, block him out. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yep, still do it. Hasn't even joined the voice chat yet, and he's in the interview pose. Look at this guy. There he is. Let's get him up here. All right, Coma, how were you able to make that strategy work over everyone else?
The Unk pulls off the sweep on strategy. How do we let this happen?
I'm asking you, how did you do that?
I got 1 word, 3 letters, JSS. It has never worked better because I was just looking at like the fuel gauge, like, okay, how much speed do I lose by just letting off the throttle? I lost like maybe 2 SPS per like 4 seconds. So I'm like, wow, I can be off the gas for like 2 seconds and still be like maintain speed. I was saving and I was still only like, I had the fastest lap and I was only like 1/10.5 to 2/10 off my fastest time while hard saving. It was high key dumb, and that's like I kind of have a disdain for this version of RACC that we're in, because it's not really racing. I mean, we could have gotten a caution and stacked everyone up, but everyone was so far away from each other. I'm sure it was a boring ass race for you. at least towards the end. So I mean, we'll take what we can get. We adapted to strategy. Saturn did not at all pick up on the fact that we need to save. Brother gapped me by like 7 seconds and then realized, oh, I can't make the stage. And then that just allowed me to get both the stages. And then Nova did the same thing, blew by me, almost wall popped and killed me on his way there. But he managed to get it sorted out. And then, yep, he had to come down with like 10 to go or something. And I was still chilling. Like I could have gone probably another like 5 to 7 laps. So I was like, fuck it. I'll start pushing now just to see if I can maybe beat Nova, even though he's a lap down. So we beat the Wizard. I don't know how Pink and Krieger were able to stay out so long, but all I did was for the second stage is make sure that my laps to go lined up with the same as the stage. And then by then I was confident I could make it, and that's what I did. And we start the chase off with a sweep. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I mean, starting the chase off with a sweep, not a full sweep. You didn't get pole, but I mean, how does this affect the confidence for the rest of the chase, especially with Road America coming up?
First of all, fuck Road America and fuck you, Junior. How many times do I have to tell you that this track sucks balls in every series we've ever ran in it? Like, why are we doing this? Maybe actually, I take it back. Maybe because of Stock Car Thunder, we don't have any other option besides running Block and Splint again. So it might not be on Junior. Fuck Alpha. Yellow Alpha. Get Asianed. Anyway. But it's really just gonna depend on if I can show up to this stuff, because I'm gonna be gone for a majority of next week, possibly including. I really hope we don't run Thursday. I pray it's only weekends because I should be back by like Friday. I pray to God, Junior, please don't mess me up. But hopefully this will give us a little buffer in case that does happen. I think I can pull something back. It just depends on everyone else's attendance. But I mean, a good confidence starter. It was really on pace, so like, I mean, yeah, I guess I figured strategy out, yippee, and I can just like farm that. But it doesn't really feel deserved, you know. Maybe we do need to bring back stage cautions if RACC does continue past season. What are we in 9?
9. Yeah.
Yeah. If we go in like season X, sorry, like season, I'm thinking Rocket League. If we're going to like season 10, then
Season X.
I think we should bring back stage cautions. I think that would shake it up a lot with the strategy, because there's still going to be strategy and fuel saving to like, okay, are you going to pit before the stage ends, you know, and try and make it to the stage for the caution, or, you know, did you burn too much? So the strategy could still be there, but I think we need to bring back stage cautions because that was a boring ass race. Really zero fighting at all, even in the beginning when we were all together. It was just running a train. It was like Daytona at Darlington. It was kind of stupid.
All right, Coma. Well, anything else to add on for tonight?
I cannot believe y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. I've had like I have not been able to do anything. I think I've made like 4 starts in this entire season, maybe 5, and then y'all just let me come back and sweep, almost perfect sweep. If I got the oh hell no, nah. Who the fuck did that? I'm gonna go in the audit log. But if I got the pole instead of Yummy, I would have perfect swept. So, but you know, we did what we needed to do. Got some good points, and yeah,
All right, thank
get
you,
rolled.
thank you,
Okay,
Coma.
bye.
I'll be the one moving you down this time. Thank you. All right, let's get second place up here, and one that was a part of the off strategy that worked so well. Let's get Pink up here. Wish these cameras were a little bit faster. Pink, were you able to make that strategy kind of work out over Krieger? Because you two were on the same strategy, but you finished a couple seconds ahead of him.
Not pushing it. Wasn't that hard. I don't know why Koma acts like beating me in strategy is such a big deal. He needs to calm down. He's about to get humbled at Road America, and not by me. But he's just gonna launch off some bump that he doesn't know is there. It's gonna go flying. I don't know why we're still going to Road America, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it. Please, Junior. Junior, if you're listening, please. Please. Put Watkins Glen in twice. Anything. The Road America. I please. I'm begging you. I'm begging. Anything other than there. Anything. Alright. Where would it go anymore? Where would it do these? But yeah,
Oh, there we go. So not a big
This
fan
one-
of Road America, but
this one off the.
focusing on Darlington. Did you have that strategy in mind for the whole race? Like in the start of the race, it looked like you were kind of hanging out in the back of the pack. Were you kind of just hanging back there for the strategy, or did you get the strategy from running back there?
I was just doing my thing. I think I might have oversaved for stage one, which is what put me so far away from Goma. But I was able to finish ahead of Krieger for the second half of the race. So I'm hoping I made up some points on him in the point standings with being able to beat him in stage two, and then beat him on track here today. So hoping I closed that gap just a little bit, but I'm not sure.
Right, with the fourth place in stage one, second place in stage two. Junior did update that, and then of course second place here.
Yay!
I heard your thoughts about Road America, so we'll ignore that. How about Atlanta? Thoughts about Atlanta?
I don't know what Atlanta looks like on this game. I don't know if it's as wide as it was in the last game or if it's skinnier. I just have to see. But if it's still wide, it'll be kind of like this. But the banking is just a little higher with the Roblox models of Atlanta. If it's old Atlanta, that is.
All right, Pink. And then anything else to add on for tonight?
Um, hoping Yummy gets better. Hoping he can make a comeback. I'm rooting for him. I want him to lock in. Today just wasn't a great track, and Coma needs to calm down. It's not that serious.
All right, thank you, Pink. We'll move you down to the peanut gallery. Let's get Krieger up here. Finished in third place. Luckily, right next door. So Krieger running the same strategy there as Pink. What happened to get you down in third place instead of second?
I might have sold on entry a little bit going into pit road. Also, I think I might have took a little bit too much. I knew I should have took like really close to half to try and short pit as much as I can. But I think that's really just sold me. I might have took a little bit too much fuel, sat there a little bit longer. But other than that, I'm glad I have the fuel down to where I can actually save now and not just have a horrible race and be in the back all day.
So in that case, what's your thoughts about what Coma said with introducing stage cautions to potentially start removing that strategy?
To be honest, I wouldn't really mind it. It definitely would bring back the field, but sometimes there's like you don't want to have those when you have certain drivers in the field that tend to murder everyone, and it's kind of good when they're in the back. But if it's like one of those races like this, I would understand it. But if it's one of those races, if it's like a caution fest or something, it would just suck.
That's fair. So how about the race as a whole? Moving back to the race, you were kind of hanging out with Pink the whole race, but how was the race from your perspective?
It was boring, but me and Pink were just like, well, Pink. Well, Coma calls Pink the wizard, but I've figured out how to save like he does a little bit. But to be honest, me and him are just saving as much as we can. I thought I was going to come out a lot faster on the last stop. Well, a lot. I don't know how to put the yeah, but tends to be nope, not at all. Fell behind and just couldn't make it up. But me and him were around the same strat. At one point, I thought he was going to outlast me a lot longer. I was like, oh god. So I started saving even more. But I will agree with Coma. This was boring. There wasn't really anything going on except for like the first 5 laps, or no, like the first stage. But
Yeah, right up until everyone went down pit road.
yeah, but it was just like I'm just hoping that I don't lose a lot of points. I think it might be tied, or it'd be like 1 point.
We'll have to wait and see for the points to come out. Road America up next. What are your thoughts heading into there with making up maybe some
Everyone
points?
hates it. Everyone hates it. I don't really hate it. I just drive the best I can. But last season, like I remember talking about this. I sold my race. I managed that race the entire time leading, and I sold it on the last lap. If fuel doesn't become a big problem this race, I have a good understanding, but I don't know how these cars are going to feel on it because I was used to last season's cars. I don't know how I'm going to like these new cars on the track. But from what I know, I have a good understanding of it, and I hope I can get a good race out of it.
All right, then any last words for tonight, Krieger?
Hopefully we can win. That's the best way I'll put it.
All right. Thank you, Krieger. We'll move you back down to the peanut gallery. Let's get Yummy up in here. I guess Casual ended up leaving. Unfortunate. Yummy, where are you?
So sad. I'm in the pit lane.
Where? Oh, there you are.
Oh, yeah, right there. All right, come on now.
All right, Yummy. Helmet off too.
Yep.
All right. Well, I heard a little bit of your complaints about the race, so I'll let you maybe elaborate them a little bit more.
I mean, it's no secret. I work my heart on my sleeve. It's whatever. But this was, and I put this lightly, the dumbest motor vehicle event I've ever participated. I don't want to call it a race. Like it was bad. We got halfway. We had half a stage of something that you could call a race. And then we realized, oh, hey, yeah, the engines are, consuming 5 gallons of fuel every mile. And then it was just whatever. And I don't know where these guys are getting their speed from, but like I let off the gas and I'd instantly lose 5 SPS within a second. So I don't so clearly I'm doing something differently. That or whatever car I'm using is just broken. Either it's probably just me, but so I can't fuel save like they can. I try. That's why I'm a lap behind everybody is because I spent 30 laps trying to figure out how the fuck they're doing it. Couldn't figure it out. But no, I'd love to figure out where this race was held. I'd love to have been able to participate in it because I couldn't find it.
No, I mean it was a
But,
little bit of a race in that first stage. At the
Yeah, for
start.
about half the stage, and if the fuel wouldn't have been a problem, I think I could have won it. I think I would have had more than a fair share to win it. But I didn't. So we're on to Atlanta. So because we all, dude, I don't.
With the Road America.
But
Coma's shooting some shots in general.
I mean, he can shoot his shots in general. I mean, it's whatever. But it's not like we haven't been able to fix these problems before, and I'm sorry to give Alpha some shit for this, but I mean, I don't know why after 2 years this is still a problem. And I was talking to Junior a little bit. We knew it was an issue throughout the season, but I think you mentioned it on stream. I've never seen it this bad. And I know all the other guys are just gonna think I'm bitching, and I am, but I genuinely don't understand how it works. Like I used to be able to, but I don't understand how it works in these cars. And I think it's stupid that you'd have to figure it out to be not competitive, because that's not the right word. Because competitive insinuates that you're fast. But no, it was an event. That's for sure. Road America is going to be interesting. I'm sure it'll go like every other Road America race that we've ever had in this community. So
It'll be fun.
should be fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
should be fun. But you know, I started on the back foot in the chase and continuing that trend. So at this point, I'm not expecting anything out of Miami. But I'll do my damnedest to make sure Coma doesn't get 3. So
Well, at least there's a noble
whatever.
cause involved.
Yeah.
All right, Yummy. Anything else to add on for tonight?
I'm still wanting to go racing.
Well, it's a good thing MSL is right after this.
That it is.
All right, thank you, Yummy. We'll move you back to the peanut gallery, and I'll kick everyone out of here because I don't like people on my stage. All right, thank you all, everybody, for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Very boring, very boring. Everything was boring today. Congratulations to Coma for sweeping. Congrats to Pink for getting second, and sorry for Yummy for getting last. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back again on Sunday at 1 p.m. Hopefully I wake up in time this time. I probably won't. But we'll see. Again, tomorrow, 1 p.m. Be there. You guys get out of here.